The alien invasion of New York City is well underway. 7 million alien soldiers are attacking the city, and they have a variety of weapons, including tripods, siren heads, as well as actual aliens, predators, and some New York City construction workers over here who are actually aliens undercover. I mean, look at those eyes. Absolutely terrifying. And they're going up against the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army has a small city section over here that they are currently defending. This is where their heavy weaponry is. M1 Abrams. We have CIS machine guns. We've got brand new rapid fire mortars, Apache helicopters, and some missile systems over here, as well as 100,000 troopers defending both the outskirts and inner part of this small city alcove. In the main part of the city over here, we've got ourselves 200,000 modern soldiers who are guarding. They are trapped in here. They were trying to go and help out the smaller city, but they quickly got surrounded by the aliens. So guys, 7 million aliens versus 350,000 modern soldiers. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. Now, let's get right on into this video. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Righty then, gamers, pressing start right now, and the aliens are charging forward. Here we've got the modern soldiers firing out their missile systems early on. They were not able to get any of those ICBM nukes this time around because I thought it might just be a little bit too OP. So they just have standard missile systems, but of course they do have the Apaches, the M1 Abrams, and 300 of these rapid fire mortars, which I'm really excited to see. They have very short range, but I think they'll be really cool once they are firing out there. All right, and here come the alien soldiers right now. They're really gunning it on forward here, and the U.S. Army starts to fire into them, getting early preliminary kills. These guys only have 300 health, so they're not like the strongest unit ever, but they're still going to be able to pack a punch, and there's 2 million of them on the battlefield, so that doesn't help. And of course we have 2 million undercover construction workers over here as well coming on forward. They are dying equally as fast. And then on this side over here we can see those CIS machine guns firing away, which is awesome, but we've got the predators coming in over here. And yeah, pretty terrifying to be these US soldiers, but they're firing as much as they possibly can. You can see some of those smaller missiles from the mortars are now firing out a little bit here. And they do have sort of like a grenade-sized impact, so probably like 10 kills per shot or something like that, which should be really helpful. That's actually not bad. Now, let's go check on the larger cityscape over this way, where it is going to be pandemonium. So right here, we've got more aliens coming forward and attacking some of these modern soldiers here. These guys are on guard mode, so they're able to move about freely however they want, and you know, that's probably a good thing for them. There's many alleyways they can utilize as choke points and things like that, but this will get to be a very, very deadly battle over here. What do we have here? Here are the zealots. I believe these guys are from StarCraft actually, but they're very alien, so you know, I figure let's throw them in there. We need some more alien forces. So here they are. These guys are actually pretty powerful. Yeah, 8,000 health is pretty extreme. Probably the most powerful melee unit on the battlefield beyond the siren heads over here, and the whoa, lag spike. Okay, the siren heads over here are moving in, and it looks like a few of them are dying. They've got about 700,000 health. Yeah, just under 700,000 health. But when you have just countless bullets firing at you per second, you're bound to lose a lot of your soldiers. And of course, the modern soldiers are losing some troopers too to these siren heads. They're not going without death, so That's sad, but at the very least, they're not like getting completely overwhelmed by them, and they are able to fight against the Siren Heads a good bit here. Let's go check on the other side. These are those alien Zap soldiers, and these guys are pretty intimidating. If they get close enough to the modern soldiers, they can pretty much fry them like a barbecue, like a bug zapper. And then we also have the War of the World tripods over here. And it looks like a bunch of them have died in the city here. Holy cow. Look at that. The modern soldiers doing a bang-up job. They also have the zap ability, so they're probably getting a good number of kills. Ooh! But the US soldiers are taking them down pretty nicely. Oh my god, but look how many modern soldiers over here have died. Wow. Yoicks. Alright, I don't think the inner city defense is actually going to end up surviving till the end of this thing. I think it'd be very cool if it did. But they'll probably get crushed by the Zealots, aliens, and the Zap soldiers. Slowly but surely, you can see every city block over on the left side is fighting. The middle of the city is nearly empty, and then the right side is all fighting. That's kind of funny. Protect the middle. At least they've got a fallback point, so they can sort of retreat if they really need to. And again, they are on free move mode, so they technically can. At this moment in time, we have 750,000 dead alien soldiers already, which is really good, and about 19,500 dead modern soldiers. Let's go check back on the units over this way, where they're slowly getting surrounded. Not on all sides just yet, but 3 sides for sure. And they seem to actually be doing a pretty good job of holding back these aliens over here. A few modern soldiers are getting attacked right on these like elbow lines right here, but for the most part, they're actually keeping the enemy at bay, which is really, really good. However, once the city falls, if it does fall, then this side will also be getting attacked, and then the encirclement will continue, and it will be extraordinarily rough. I did go and see Napoleon, by the way, yesterday. I really liked it. I thought it was good. You know, I just kind of went into it thinking of it as more of like a drama, and because I knew it wasn't going to be historically accurate, so I was like, all right, it's just a dramatization, and I think I can go in like that. Like, it's like watching Chernobyl or watching like the movie 300, and I had a great time. I thought it was excellent. I think it's really weird that a ton of people on Twitter were acting like it's like it has to be a completely historically accurate biopic or it's gonna be, you know, terrible. Like, that doesn't make any sense. People act like Chernobyl and 300 and plenty of other just drama documentaries don't exist. Like, half of those movies and TV shows are completely inaccurate, but they're dramatized for the fun of viewing. It's okay for that to exist. I don't know. I just thought people getting all upset about it was silly. I think the movie did have its flaws. The pacing was a little bit weird. I felt like they needed more build-up to the battles and to represent the importance of each one and things like that. I thought they kind of lacked in that. And then the acting wasn't great in some parts, especially from Joaquin Phoenix, who I normally really like. But, you know, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. I did thoroughly enjoy the movie, though. And if you just want to go see a really fun and, you know, war movie drama, I recommend it. Either way, right now, 1.4 million dead aliens, 52,000 dead modern soldiers. So as the battle continues, it is ramping up right now like crazy. So why don't we go ahead and get a little time lapse of these zealots moving through the New York City streets here. I think that would be pretty cool. Well, that street got cleared out in a matter of about 5 minutes, which does not bode well here for the modern soldiers. There's still siren heads kicking and killing on the streets here. The zealots are probably the main problem, the main antagonist for the US Army currently, and they're carving their way through there. This side seems to be holding a lot better though, against the tripods as well as the zappy soldier boys. They don't have like an official name. I don't even know if they're like from a series or anything like that, so I'm not entirely sure. But these guys are making it through pretty slowly compared to the zealots on the other side. So I don't think it bodes super well. And it looks like some of these aliens are coming through this flank now too, which is going to add to the problems of the modern soldiers inside the big boy city here. And as you can see, they're just down to a few different streets of holding out now. And these guys over here are still holding out perfectly. They're not done at all in the slightest yet. So let's concentrate over here on these guys and do a time lapse of the overhead. And you can see where the modern soldiers are by their fire and where they're getting surrounded from. And once these guys are done, then all of these aliens will be heading towards the last stand over that way. But right now, we do have 3 million dead aliens, which is awesome, and 120,000 dead modern US soldiers. So a third of the US soldiers are gone, and almost half of the aliens are gone. Alright, the city has just... I was watching a video. It started playing again while the time lapse was going. Okay, beyond that, there's a few modern soldiers, mainly on the rooftops, vibing out, but they're pretty much all dead. Now, we're just starting to get the other aliens attacking down this way, and it looks like, actually, a few of them have made it forward and killed some modern soldiers here, which is no bueno. The back end, though, is still being held out nicely. Actually, all the undercover construction workers are dead, and nearly all the predators over here are dead, which is, that's kind of bonkers, dude. How'd they manage to do that so well? But their toughest fight is still coming at them over here, the zealots and the alien soldiers. And these guys are going to be definitely pretty hard to kill, and especially because, as we can see, a number of these guys have died themselves, the modern soldiers. So these guys are already getting proven, and look, there's just more and more coming for them, including actually some more alien soldiers, which is funny. But I mean, there's so many out here, and there's still a lot of them distracted in here. Oh my god, there's still more siren heads too. Yeah, a lot of them are still distracted by random modern soldiers sort of throughout this thing. So once those guys die, then we're gonna have even more aliens approaching this way than we have right now. But look at all these zealots coming forward. Absolutely insane. There's still 183,000 modern soldiers left alive, and there's still 2.1 million aliens left alive. So at this point, the modern soldiers have killed about 5 million, and the aliens have killed about 152,000, give or take, because explosives don't necessarily count as kills always in this game, so you have to be like a little sus about it. And also sometimes squishing and stuff like that can kill, and we don't actually get to see it and stuff, so it gets a little tricky when it comes to the kill count sometimes. But look at this, more zealots coming in and starting to hammer away at some of these modern soldiers over here. Those machine guns in the background are probably helping out a ton at stemming this. I think without them it would be so much more disastrous, but luckily these things are firing away pretty wholeheartedly. Also, we've got the Abrams over here. I don't know if we've really shown these yet in this battle, but they're also firing away at some of these guys coming this way. But these are the Zappy boys, and so they're attempting to get some Zappies off before they end up dying right there. So one lucky thing for the modern soldiers is they never truly got fully surrounded, because now they're not getting attacked from this direction, and barely over here. They're definitely still getting attacked over there, though. So they've only ever been surrounded by 3 sides at a time, never the full 4 sides, which is really beneficial for them. That is very, very good. Either way, I think we got to do an overhead time lapse here to check it out, because this is going to continue going. So things are starting to go a little bit amiss for the modern soldiers here. The siren heads arrived, and the zealots are now in full swing here as the last remaining of the aliens are coming. There's only 1.2 million of them left, which is quite small compared to what they started with, but they're hitting these guys with everything they've got now, and they're even in the small city. The small city does still have some modern soldiers holding out, though, which is very good. These guys are spazzing everywhere, aren't they? The explosives are hitting them weird. There are no more guys on the rear, which is funny, and then the missile systems are all dead as well. But the Abrams are still alive, the machine guns here are still alive, and some of the Apaches are still alive, though taking a lot of damage. So it is becoming a bit of a tumultuous situation here, where the modern soldiers are down to their last, how many? 66,000 soldiers versus 1.2 million. They're trying their best, though, and you got to give them that. Wow, look at these explosives just shredding. I love those machine guns. They're so cool, man. Those auto turrets are insane. Oh, it's a beaut to look at. It's an absolute beaut to look at. And hopefully these Abrams are helping out considerably, too, because I know that they have really good armor, really good punch. They're able to do quite a bit. So, you know, that's sort of the last stand defense right there is the Abrams, and hopefully they can end up seizing the day and getting us a W, though it is looking a lot harder than it was before. So it's coming down to the wire here. 1 million aliens versus 66,000 US soldiers. Well, guys, this thing's still going on 20 minutes later. The U.S. Army is slower to kill now. It's taking them a while longer to get those kills, but they're still doing it. They're still plucking away at these aliens. 959,000 of them remaining and 50,000 U.S. soldiers remaining. So still definitely coming down to the wire here. But very, very possible for a U.S. victory. These guys, I don't even know if they're doing damage to the U.S. soldiers at this distance. I'm not totally sure about that one, but the Zealots are certainly getting in over here. And then over here, it's an absolute nightmare. Luckily, the Abrams are pretty strong, so they're able to hold out for quite a bit. But we'll see if that still continues over time. Wow, guys, in a very short period of time, it seems like the United States has just about capitulated. They've got about 13,000 soldiers remaining, and they're getting suffocated. The Apaches, some of them are still alive. The thing that kind of happens with these guys is they get pushed away instead of killed a lot of the time, which is helpful. But they do have a hitbox at their base that melee units can hit, so they're not invincible. We've seen them go down many times. Some more modern U.S. soldiers over here, too, holding out, but it's probably not going to work. They've got, what? I think it says 870,000 aliens to fight, and they've only got 11,000 soldiers left. It's really come down to the wire, though. This was an impressive battle. 6 million dead aliens, 321,000 dead modern soldiers. Really, really close. I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out, and so I'll be back in just a second, mainly because I'm almost out of recording space on my hard drive from the time lapses. So let's just see what happens. Well, gamers, I walked away, and there's actually 190,000 aliens left alive, and the Apaches just aren't dying. So, I don't know, it's weird. Oh, also the guys on top of the buildings aren't dying. But it's very strange, because sometimes the Apaches do die from melee. Like this one. This one died, but then these ones aren't. And these ones over here died. Maybe because they're on top of the buildings. Well, no, these ones aren't. I don't know. But it seems kind of cheap to give it to humanity because, well, they've only got guys on top of buildings and Apaches that clearly can't die. Despite some of them dying, I don't know. It's very confusing to me. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you think in the comment section below? Do you think humanity deserves to win this? Or do you think, you know, the roof guys are valid? And they'll eventually kill the last of the aliens. Let me know in the comment section below. Either way, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.